host Francesca Baccarella, and this is the show where we talk all about the crazy things that have hit us in just 1 year and try and shed some light on them in a humorous manner. Every week, I'll be drinking a 2020 themed cocktail because let's face it, we're all just a little bit funnier when we're drunk. Today, I'm drinking a bleach fizz, as recommended by my favourite comedian, Donald Trump. Disclaimer, do not drink bleach, this is orange juice. Okay guys, cool. Now, join me on Zoom as we welcome our 3 guests.
Hello everybody and welcome to a very 2020 comedy show. I'm your host Francesca Baccarella and I'd like to welcome our guest today. So, hello Josh.
Hello. So my name is Josh Wyatt and I am a London homosexual.
Hi Beatrice.
Hi Francesca, I'm Beatrice Bove and I'm just a psychopath with a very good sense of humor.
And last but not least, welcome Martin.
Hi, I'm Martin Ashworth and I'm one of those wankers that lost loads of weight and got healthy in the first lockdown.
I bet that's not the last we hear of that either.
No, there's a solid...
See how many times you can mention it. So, okay, what has been your favourite part of lockdown?
Pass, I've hated it all.
Okay, so well, personally, I felt really smug about all the pasta we have in our house because as an Italian, it's just our instinct to like hoard pasta. So when the lockdown came, we were ready.
I was the front runner. I lost my job in January, so I've been training for this for 2 months before lockdown. So
Exactly.
Your firm was the only one that predicted COVID in January.
yeah, exactly.
They were being cruel to be kind.
I know, we're really concerned. We think you might have to go.
I got into one thing I did do, because I was doing a lot of quizzes with my friends from home, but they're all in couples and I'm not, but I was still beating them to the point that they thought I was cheating, whereas they're just stupid. So I just kind of invented a Zoom background for my quiz team so I could be. So yeah, I found this person as a quiz team background, and that was like the peak funny level Zoom.
I mean,
then the novelty quickly wore off.
I will say in this picture, you actually look way smarter than you actually. So
I purposely surround myself with really stupid friends to make me feel slightly smarter.
I wouldn't.
That's actually why I invited you guys on here today, because I thought you guys would make me look funnier.
I do realise that I would like the younger version of me would hate this version of me because I did all the like healthy things of exercise and drink less and like I have a skincare routine now, and like when I was
I hate you right now.
When I was in my early 20s as an industrial stoner, that guy would not recognise this guy. I feel like I'm not punk anymore.
I think, what would your like younger self say to your older self?
I think young me will be really proud of me, like modern me, because I didn't get arrested so far.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Yeah, to be cool.
I'm doing pretty well. I mean, they never found the bodies or that stuff. So
Yeah,
doing great.
So, what is the weirdest thing you've bought during lockdown?
I bought some tarot cards.
Can you use them?
No.
Oh, they just
Did you
pretty
predict all of
I
this?
feel like you just have to feel your way with them, and then you can do what you want. I read the Bible.
Cover to cover?
Cover to cover. Yeah. No, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and then I forget the rest. I don't know. No, that was a pool party before lockdown. Sorry.
Don't spoil the ending because I haven't read it yet.
Seen the films.
Don't say no spoilers, okay?
It's a good book for Christmas. To be fair, there's a nice Christmas scene.
Cool.
What have I bought? I bought like a Hugh Hefner style robe. I bought it because one of my smarter friends is getting married next year, not this year, and he sent an invite, and it's like a 3-day mini festival thing in a country house, and everyone has to glamp, but I'm the best man at the wedding, so I get to stay in the house. I've specifically requested a room with a balcony overlooking the campsite, so that if it rains, I can sit in my robe with a whiskey and a cigar and just watch all of my friends get absolutely soaking wet. That's all I want from the wedding. That's all I want. But I've since started wearing it around the house, and it's kind of mind altering walking around wearing a robe. You feel a different person. Not necessarily.
Do you wear underwear underneath the robe?
Yes, by and large, mostly. Yes.
Maybe you shouldn't when you're on the balcony, you know, and then another breeze comes along.
I feel like that's a slightly different vibe.
You're
Certainly
getting
it's that-
also, here's my penis.
Certainly as best man as well. It's really like you're clearly not the best man if you're waving your dick around family members. And
I mean,
friends.
Also,
course
that's
you
not
are.
rain.
that's what I said for my best man.
Waving your willy around was the criteria to be a best man. Like,
Well, he is a rugby player, so it's kind of par for the course for that sort of people.
And rugby's known for willies.
There's a lot of homoerotic, behaviour
videos.
in the rugby world. Yeah.
You're never on the rugby team? I think you're missing out.
I think they just break me, which, I mean, in some ways would be nice, but...
Okay, if you could sum up 2020 as a movie title, what would it be?
Great Expectations.
Which failed miserably.
It's not A Wonderful Life. Fuck you guys, that's funny. Also, Nightmare Before Christmas, Lockdown 2. I think that's good.
Nice.
I like that
Yeah,
one.
that is good.
I think for
And
me,
then
it would be the Human Centipede. Definitely.
Your lockdown is clearly different to
Yeah,
our lockdown.
genuinely scared me, Beatrice.
Just,
Also, Beatrice, where are you? Like, is it... Have you
Great.
broken into someone's house and, like, not turned on the lights?
no, this is like I'm actually in my family tomb right now. And when I feel lonely, I can do something like, oh, how's that film called? Weekend at
Bernie's.
Yes, I do that a lot with the, a lot of them are skeletons. Some of them still have the bits.
The
So
bits.
The bits. What is the perfect Zoom? Like, how much stuff do you have in your Zoom room? Because, like, for example, so me and Beatrice, we've hardly got anything.
Mm.
And then Francesca is probably like a happy medium between us having nothing and then Martin having like his wank lube on the shelf behind him.
No, that's that.
Yeah,
Oh shit! What does your surname mean, Beatrice?
So my surname is either Ox. Yeah. It's an ox, basically in Latin.
I don't know what my surname means.
Baccarella, didn't they sing Yes Sir I Can Boogie? No, it's Baccarat, sorry. Again, fuck you guys, that was funny.
I don't know.
Are you developing a catchphrase?
Yeah, yeah, that's after every joke. Fuck you guys, that was funny.
Just so you know, Josh has a line of merch coming out that will be available after the show.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
To be fair, I'd wear a "fuck you guys, that was funny" shirt.
Yeah, well, there you go, 20 quid.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
There was one thing actually that's popped into my head that I did enjoy during lockdown, and it's actually I saw there was like a couple of weeks basically when guys didn't understand how not having a haircut doesn't really matter, as you can tell, and everyone either kind of dyed their hair or shaved their heads, but Josh did both, which was just an enjoyable thing to watch him go through that whole range of emotions and all the possible options. Because you did go blonde as well, right?
Yeah, pretty much every Britney mid-2000s I have managed during lockdown. So at first I was growing it out and then I dyed it blonde. Or I tried to dye it blonde, but it went yellow, like Simpsons yellow. Then I dyed it, like bleached it, and it was just white and like I could just pull it out. Then I tried to dye it silver, kind of like Agnes Dean, but it just went blue, again, like Marge Simpson blue. And then I shaved it off.
I think that's fine. Now you look like Homer Simpson.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I shaved it off to The Beach by All Saints, and that is no word of a lie. Just like crying in the shower, listening to The Beach.
Oh.
That is
Fuck
like
you, that was funny.
That was fuck you guys. That was sad.
Yeah. So, if you could spend lockdown with anyone, who would it be and why?
Nope.
No, no one.
Quite happy doing this by myself.
Probably your dad's. Just I can guess they're hot. I just feel it.
Do you have daddy issues, Beatrice?
Well, I mean, yeah, all fun people have daddy issues, you know.
Spend lockdown. I'd like to spend lockdown with Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Because he's really rich, so you'd be really comfortable. But also, I can just show him all the anti-vax memes and all the like hate he's getting, and just kind of get a sense on whether he really is trying to put microchips in all of us, or whether he finds it funny. I think it'd be interesting. Like there are some people that I have on like Facebook that are well into anti-vax and QAnon and whatever, and they're posting about conspiracy theories and putting microchips inside of you, but they're putting it on Facebook through their phones. So like, I don't want a microchip inside of me, but I'm quite happy to carry around a microchip. Like, they can already find where you are, and they're not that interested in it.
No, bless them. You know, they're really confident. They believe in themselves. I wish I could have some more of that self-confidence.
Yeah, true.
Go through life with the confidence of an anti-vaxxer refusing an MMR vaccine for their child.
I've seen on Facebook people that run like businesses. There's one in Bristol that they've been like, there's a really small bit of the Magna Carta that basically says if you don't agree with the government, you can declare yourself as being common law. And regardless, that was speaking about 25 specific barons who have since died because it's a 1,000-year-old piece of legislation. But it also got repealed and never made it into the real thing. But people have been like, there's videos of people filming the police and be like, under the Magna Carta Charter, blah blah blah. I don't recognize your authority. And it's like, if you're relying on a like 1,000-year-old bit of law to try and be in the right against the police, I feel like you're probably onto a loser.
The police are like, damn it, we wouldn't have gotten away with it if it wasn't for your pesky Magna Carta.
Oh, good news. Zoom popped up and said we don't have to go on another call because it said, oh, we noticed you might need more than 40 minutes. We're giving you unlimited time.
Oh, thank you.
Great.
Zoom.
They're the chosen ones.
Yeah.
I always knew that.
They've really cleaned up, haven't they? Like, I don't understand how Skype lost the lead in that marketplace that they must have surely had, because Zoom came from nowhere at the beginning of lockdown and everyone was Zooming, and Skype are nowhere now. No one uses Skype. Like, nobody heard of Zoom, and then as soon as lockdown, maybe Zoom released the virus, but as soon as lockdown started, it was like everyone was on Zoom.
Here we go, people. New conspiracy theory. Zoom caused COVID.
You know, in Italy, people were doing this thing where they will just scream, we will survive! Like, we'll get over this! From, like, either the street or, like, their balconies. And this went on for a very long time.
In the UK, we've got Boris Johnson in power, so we were like, we won't survive this. We will all die.
So, finish the sentence. Lockdown is like a blind date because...
I'll probably have a strong desire to be 6 feet apart from them.
Do you find that every date is a bit like a blind date now? Because like people lie on their Hinge profiles.
Yeah.
I really do. I found out you can like rent studios where it looks like it's the inside of a private jet. So you can have photo shoots like you own a private jet.
That's what this is.
Studio you can rent.
I'm just on my jet.
That's what Martin's just rented a room so he can do this. He really lives in a box.
And a thin suit.
Right. So 2020 is a lot like my sex life
because they're still asking me to wash my hands before I touch anything.
Because 50,000 people have died from it in this country alone. 2020 is a lot like my sex life because Boris Johnson pays 80% of my earnings.
That's good.
Is anyone else's, like, some people that I'm quite close to, of perhaps a certain generation that is older than ours, have started calling them Boris and Rishi. And it's like, I mean, okay, you read the Daily Mail, you don't need to shove it down our throats, but also, like, why would you call them by their, like, you wouldn't call her, like, Teza, like Theresa May. You wouldn't say, like, oh, Theresa's done this. Or, like, Tony's done it, David's done it.
I think Tony Blair did have a period of time where he was like, call me Tony.
Call me Tone. It's also, it's like, yeah, why would you, I don't know that, do you know what I mean?
And also, Boris isn't his real name. His real name's Alexander de Pfeffel.
Yeah.
What is his name?
His name's Alexander de Pfeffel Boris Johnson, I think.
The Pfeffel?
Oh, Pfeffel's
Yeah, de Pfeffel.
like the name of his hairstyle, right?
He
Yeah.
does look like the British version of Donald Trump,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
In many, many ways.
He'll be out soon too.
But I think the most amazing thing about 2020 thus far, because obviously there's still 6 weeks of this shit show to go, is that I genuinely miss when all we talked about was Brexit. Like, if you'd have told me a year ago that you'd be nostalgic for Brexit chat, I'd be like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I don't believe you at all. Like,
I mean, I
but-
would be happy because Brexit is not a problem for me anymore because you dumbasses let me stay. So I think like Europe is going down. Like,
It's in timber.
but no, yeah, like Italy, we are politically in a similar situation. We have this guy which is called Salvini. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Yeah, and it's just like, you know, I think I am a pretty scary person, but I
Yep.
think that they're scarier than me.
I wouldn't say Boris is scary. I mean, he's scarily incompetent, but I wouldn't say he's as a person he's not.
He's just I don't know, someone that's clearly always wanted the position and then isn't really suited to it.
He's always wanted to be a future prime minister and a past prime minister, but not the bit where you have to actually do the stuff. Like when he's releasing his book and doing after dinner speeches, he'll be fine. But
Yeah.
right now he's like going around licking COVID patients and boasting about it, and yeah,
Possibly catching it twice.
real strong effort. Yeah, if 2020 was a film, I'd be like, that's not believable. There's no way that all of that will happen. Like,
To finish this sentence, having a coronavirus test is a lot like a holiday in Ibiza because
I couldn't finish it without gagging twice.
I don't get it. Can you explain? When
Yeah.
two people love each other very much.
Yeah, when two men definitely do not love each other at all. but like in my case, one has offered me a McDonald's or something like that.
I loved the total, what is it, the Four Seasons total landscaping press conference last week. And have you seen that place, Four Seasons Total Landscaping, have started releasing merch about being the host of the presidential campaign?
that's
So
probably the
funny.
best thing that's ever happened to them.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Can you imagine the email comes through? And you probably think it's like one of those spam ones that say that you've got like inheritance from another country.
I mean, no matter how they span that, they definitely meant to book the Four Seasons Hotel. There is no way that they meant to book that place.
You know, Donald Trump, like, refusing to acknowledge that he lost the election is like, you know, when you play Monopoly with your family, and there's always that one really competitive person that won't accept that they're losing, so they flip the board over before the game ends and then demand a rematch. That's Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
we
would do
just
that,
recently bought Monopoly Cheaters Edition. Wow, that causes some arguments.
I've seen that.
Yeah, you get a handcuff and everything.
Damn, that's creepy. That's for a family game. Where do I need to sign?
Like, you literally have the authority of the game to cheat. You can like steal people's cards, move people's things, not pay
And
rent.
modern capitalism.
The secret to Monopoly is just buy the orange ones. Best value to return ratio, investment to return.
Oh,
It's literally in the handbook or the instructions.
oh, I never
I mean,
read
the fact that you've read the rules of Monopoly is insane. I thought everyone was just born with that knowledge. I didn't realize anyone actually read the rules.
You've read the rules, like that is.
100% rather be in Italy right now, I think.
I mean, yeah, it's
I mean, being in lockdown's being in lockdown, right? I could be in California and it'd still be, well,
exactly.
I'd have legal weed, but
But you
No,
could like go to the
I
beach.
think crack is legal in Oregon now.
yeah.
Imagine their Thanksgiving dinner. How it's gonna be.
It's mad that in some states in America they're legalizing crack, and in some states in America they're making abortions illegal. Like, it's
I
a
know.
real mixed bag of.
And then Kinder Egg is just illegal across the board.
I just love Brits. I love that we're like,
Oh no, we're terrible.
Fucking random damp inbred island looking at and being like, oh, they're terribly common. Like, what the fuck? Like that is what we resort to.
All populations are pretty terrible, to be honest.
We should just be, instead of different countries, we should just be one world.
Or alternatively, just burn it all down.
Yeah, we're due a flood or something. We'll Noah's Ark it.
Or you know, a plague.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to say, you know, they're doing it right now.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to know, because they say, don't they, that a lot more people have had it. Well, my sister had it, like, and she works in the NHS, and she has the antibody tests, and she definitely had it, and she was like, the only thing she can think about was like February or something. So I bet it could have been asymptomatic, I suppose.
Yeah, they in Italy they said they found out it has been circulating since September 2019.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
just-
Chinese bat that went on holiday to Italy. Hang out in the
He
Colosseum.
just wanted to see the sights. He wanted to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
I mean, we're gonna start calling that now, like that. Yeah.
I've only had one, I swear.
Oh yeah. What were we saying? Alcohol tolerance completely gone.
Oh Christ, yeah. Those are the good old days. I mean, being over 30, spoiler alert, being over 30 means that it drops off drastically anyway. But I'm also having lost 25% of my body mass. But yeah, generally speaking.
And again.
Isn't that what M&S called their like Father Christmas donut? Santa's yum nuts, that is. I had one. It was quite nice.
Bet you did.
Honestly though, it was like, you know, people are like, oh, it's a yum nut, it's a cronut, it's this. It's like, it's just a donut. Like, none of them are different. They're just donuts.
No, it's not just a donut. It's an M&S donut. That doesn't make it sound appealing though, because in my experience, nuts aren't yummy.
I mean, it depends which kind of nuts as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, Josh, do you want to follow up with the jokes here, or
What? Because I'm gay.
Connoisseur of male genitalia.
Connoisseur of nut. Yes. Yeah, I like a nut. You're happy now?
You've just become.
My head now looks like one, I guess.
it's very shiny.
Yeah, I was sitting underneath a light. But did you guys ever watch The In-Betweeners?
Yes.
Okay,
Hang
yeah.
on. Wait, hang on. Where is it? Hang on.
Bus wankers. That's hilarious.
I am in love with this. It was a tin of biscuits, and I got a mug as well.
That is special.
Yeah.
But you know, there was the fashion show, and his bollock comes out of the underwear. I read an interview the other day, and apparently that's his real bollock.
That was
Wow.
very brave of him. Wow.
Pollock wasn't shy.
Well, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you've all had a great laugh. And
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, that was us. Yes, I have. Yes, it's been very good.
I've
Thank
had one
you.
singular great laugh.
Oh.
It was fucking funny.